Alex Becker just talked about this crypto gaming coin and said that it was going to perform very well in the year of 2025. He bought a big bag. We all know what that means. I'm here to go ahead, cover what's going on in the crypto gaming space. My friends, I have been talking about Wilder World for a very long time. I actually talked about the fact that their gameplay, Midnight in Miami, while yes, this was just a slice of what they were building. This is a metaverse project at the end of the day. They're releasing much more. It was going to be very exciting. And I'm here to finally tell you that the time for you to actually be excited about this thing is now. And just full disclosure here, I've been working with the Wilder World team for quite some time. And it's actually the only sponsor that I have decided to keep for the long term. I mean, literally the only one. And it's also been one of the best price performance in the gaming space this cycle so far. So I'm going to be breaking down why Alex Becker is bullish, what's going on. If you like the content, like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So I'm just going to start off with this very quick 11-second clip of Alex Becker talking about Wilder World.
Just got into and got a big bag of is Wilder World, and I didn't really talk about it, but I think this one's going to keep performing super duper well. But I'm going to talk about these coins a lot more in the next video.
So only things we're going to take here is he's going to make a future video going way more in depth on Wilder World. I mean, that's the number one thing that I just took from all of this. The second thing that I took from this is he's talking about Wilder World for the first time at 89 cents. And we've been talking about this thing on the channel since a much, much earlier price point. I'm talking about like 20 cents. So it's been looking pretty good here. And here's what I said about Wilder World back on November 9th. Island airdrops are cooking. The open world release is imminent. The airdrop hype is imminent. And the most undervalued metaverse in crypto is Wilder World. And the chart back in this day, if we actually look at it, we were at like 26 cents. And 26 cents, not bad. 97 cents right now. And we just got a Becker video. So y'all know what that means. It's about to get real wild. If there's any time to get wild in crypto, what happens in Miami stays in Miami, my friends. And by the way, if you're just learning about Wilder World for the first time ever, there is an airdrop going on right now. It is possibly the easiest airdrop to get into right now. If you're just someone that feels like getting exposure to Wilder without pretty much doing anything. It's not going to be a big airdrop if you don't do anything, obviously. But I have gone ahead, bought NFTs. I bought Trinities. I got a land airdrop as a result of that. I'll be, of course, talking about that later in this video. But I've been able to amass a pretty decent airdrop. I'm ranked about 169. If you're someone that wants to pursue this airdrop, I'm going to have a link in the description. It's like the easiest airdrop on the planet to do. So you might as well go ahead and do it if you're even remotely interested in Wilder. If you're not even interested in Wilder World and you just feel like doing this because you like free money, then just click the link in the description and do this, because there's no reason you should not be doing this if you're watching this video. It takes like 10 seconds to do. It's very easy to do. So just do that very quickly and let's get back into it. So now that I've gone ahead and kind of broken the ice here on what Wilder World is, it's a metaverse coin. Of course, metaverses are doing very well right now. I'm going to break down what's been going on. One, this has been Night in Miami. It's on Epic Games. They've had players farming it. They've had a bunch of wild tokens distributed. They had a big tournament in Austin. I was actually one of the people co-hosting alongside Bryson. Shout out to Bryson. Love you. We were killing it. And Wilder got some initial attention, was great. It was actually one of the big coins back in 2021 that had an absolutely enormous run. And since then, of course, all metaverse coins went down. The supply did what the supply does. And now in terms of a price point, if we actually look at the market cap, it's looking pretty good. I mean, like, we're practically hitting new all-time highs in terms of a market cap standpoint. The price, completely irrelevant in a bull cycle. We're finally at that point where it doesn't really matter. All those tokens are now out there, which is exactly what you want to see from a metaverse project in 2024. Perfect vertical here. All the tokens are out there. It's now time to get things moving. And that's what Wilder World seems to be doing right now, as the token's up about 255% just over the past month. They have some cool stuff coming out. What you're looking at right now, he says, feeling rebellious, might delete later, is Rebellion. And Rebellion's going to be pretty awesome. And by the way, if you're someone that likes reading devlogs, they have quite the lengthy devlog. I'm just gonna kind of scroll for a little bit here, just so you see how long this thing is. This is devlog 12. Devlog 12 is going to take you at least an hour to digest. But overall, the TLDR, which you need to know, is they're advancing through Act 2 of Operation Domino. They have several acts here to what they see as the mass adoption curve for what Wilder World is building. They're right now in Act 2 of Operation Domino, and they're entering the final stretch of 2024. Here's what they're going ahead and focusing on. They have Wilder Land, which I went ahead and got a Wilder Land, Rebellion, their L2 chain, and the Miami open world. They also had key presence at places such as Token 2049 and Tokyo Game Show. I actually chatted with the team there, and they showed me the open world game as well as Rebellion. So before you go, they're just screenshots. They don't mean anything. This is just a little screenshot. I don't care. I actually played the game. I can say for myself that I think it's cool. Is it the best game in the world? I don't think it's there yet. But I definitely think it's a product that is solid. It looks beautiful. It's built on Unreal Engine 5, and it is more than likely going to be ready for Q4 this year. They are thinking of doing an absolutely massive launch here. They held back the public releases of 0.6, 0.7, and 0.8 in exchange for a single high-octane release by the end of the year. Remember, we're at the 14th already of December. Happy New Year. This strategy will build momentum and generate the most attention, showcasing Wilder World in all of its glory. This is what they're going to have for this update. This is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to have a private launch to the community at the end of December. It's going to be their open world, their combat, their racing, their on-chain integration, their avatar creator. This is the biggest update in Wilder World's history. Really, there has never been an update more important than the one that is coming out right now in this month of December. So if you're looking for a catalyst, there's never been a more important time to be a part of what Wilder World is building. It's going to get really wild. They're actually transitioning over to super early access. This game is not done yet, guys. Don't pretend this is a fully finished game. But this is going to require a Wilder NFT or an NFT pass to enter the Wilder World, with more details to be discussed. I want to show you the NFTs here, because Wilder Land, a lot of people have been pretty bearish on land. I actually have been holding my land. I own a Space Mind, and I remember buying all of these NFTs in total for about 1.1 ETH. And since then, these NFTs have actually done super well. It was 3 NFTs. So I bought a Wilder Wheel, a Wilder Wolf, as well as a Wilder Moto. And this motorcycle, it's 0.13 ETH. The Wolf is about 0.24. The wheels at about 0.185 plus the land. I mean, it's done pretty solid from the perspective of someone that's trying to accumulate land. And why do people care about these little land plots? Well, of course, the number one thing we love doing in crypto is earning things. And you're going to be able to earn Wilder tokens. There's going to be many ways to do it, many different industries. There's mining. That's going to be one of the big forefronts here. This entire island, by the way, this is something super cool. This entire island is going to be based off of Miami. Like I'm not even kidding. The entire lore is that it's Miami with a W, so Wilder Miami. And I have lived in Miami essentially my entire life. I've got to say, it's really close. It is really close to what Miami is, if not pretty much it. Like, I don't know how they did it, how they zoned everything so perfectly, but it is almost a carbon copy of Miami, but in a futuristic sense, in a crypto sense, which is why it's Miami and not Miami. But just a very good replication here. And in terms of metaverses, really, like, there's not a lot of competition. Looking at just the price performance at several coins here, I grabbed this post from a Pirate Nations guy, so don't take it too crazy. Don't take it too hard if your coin's not listed here. Don't start freaking out in the comments and say, how dare you not list this metaverse coin X, Y, and Z. But it does have the biggest metaverse coin right now, which is Sand and Mana. Sand and Mana have had about 210% price gains, 147% price gains. This was back in December 12th. The price is higher now. Wilder has had 252% price gains over the past year, which is quite interesting. It's very, very, very interesting. Metaverse coins are bouncing quite aggressively. And we look at the graph over the past year, it's bouncing back to its highs. Of course, from the all-time charts, there's still some room to go, but gaming is looking like it's at a critical inflection point for a breakout. My opinion here is that Q1 is going to be an enormous quarter for all crypto gaming coins. And so their idea, or at least what I'm thinking, is that now metaverse coins, they're getting attention once again. They're one of the biggest niches out there. I mean, $1.7 billion for the sandbox. And then we have Mana, which should be like right below. Yeah, $1.1 billion. These metaverses, I mean, with all due respect, they're just not even close to the quality of what Wilder World is producing. And Wilder World right now is at about a $359 million market cap. Does that mean that the sandbox does not deserve to be at $1.7 billion? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that the Wilder World should be valued even more than $1.7 billion, given the quality and given the growth of this niche over the past couple quarters. Wilder World, I'm expecting very big things for the people that are giving, I don't know, $7 price predictions on this thing. I mean, maybe it goes to 7, maybe it goes to 10, maybe it goes to 14. People are not pricing in these things. So I've been holding these coins. I don't care if I'm up 250%. I'm expecting big things. And the fact is that right now is when these big major influencers are beginning to pay attention to Wilder World. We've been talking about it on this channel for a long time, but now these guys, the big boys, are starting to talk about it. And when the big boys start to talk about things, big things tend to happen and wild things tend to happen. So you're not going to want to sleep on what's happening here for Wilder World. I'm still extremely bullish on what they're building. They've actually more than likely outperformed the development cycle of many of these crypto projects and actually done a good job for their holders. I mean, how many crypto projects launch an NFT and it's like a land plot and it just dies? Who's bullish on land these days? No one, because there's no reason to be bullish on land. And then Wilderland's doing well. If you look at just the price performance on this thing, it's pretty solid. I mean, this is like bing, 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 bong, bong, bong. Just pretty solid stuff here for Wilder World. So I'm extremely bullish. Guys, seriously, it's a wild airdrop going on right now. Link in the description. You might as well do it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Stay classy. And I told you so.